Welcome to CultureVille, a talk show that shines light on urban culture in Middle Tennessee. I'm your host, Bam, and on this episode of CultureVille, we have Gregory Rashton. Now, Gregory is a singer, songwriter, poet, spoken word artist. We're going to talk to him today about his music, and on the B-side, Gregory is going to perform for us. You're watching CultureVille.
It's gotta on the beat.
So thank you so much, Gregory, for coming on the show and reaching out to us and everything.
Yes, thank you for having me.
So you're not a Nashville native, so where are you from?
Well, I'm originally from Shreveport, Louisiana. That's where I was born and raised there.
Okay.
And we moved to Lawrenceville, where I spent most of my time there until I moved here.
Lawrenceville, Georgia?
Yes.
Okay, so how did you end up in Nashville? Or what made you come to live here?
Actually, my wife got into nursing school here.
Oh, okay.
And
big
so,
healthcare community here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so when she got in there, she decided to come here, and the plan was for me to stay there, but you know, things changed. And
oh, you were gonna stay in Georgia, and she was gonna move to Nashville? Oh yeah, you knew.
So you know, things changed, and so I decided to make the move out here, and it's actually been pretty good since I've been here.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So you moved here for her, but you ended up liking it.
Yeah.
So speaking of your wife, your project, All That Jazz, you said it was dedicated to her. So like, what inspired you to make a whole project that was dedicated to your wife?
The thing with that, I would say, is see, my thing that I love is jazz music. Mm-hmm. So that's like always been my thing. And so with her, it was kind of like falling in love with jazz music all over again.
Aww.
So that was kind of how I came up with the title All That Jazz, because it was pretty much talking about my love for her and also my love for jazz music.
But when you were writing it, I read in your bio that you took poems that you had written her while y'all was dating and included it in the project. Is that how you did it? How you set it up?
Yes, that's how it started. When we met, we actually met online.
Okay.
And so the way I got her attention was I actually read her profile, and I made a poem based off of everything that I read from her profile.
And you sent it to her?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's so cute. That is so cute. So how did she feel about it? Like, because isn't that, why would, you know, I don't know, how you feel, that's kind of personal to release it to the world. How did she feel about it when you told her?
Well, we talked about it before I actually went and recorded everything.
Okay, make sure it's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, cool. So when she listens to it now, does she feel that vibe? Because now you're sharing it with everybody, so somebody else is probably giving your song to their wife. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's just so personal and sweet. Because I listened to it, I was like, oh, this is really, it's like an infinite love letter that you can always, when you get in trouble, you just play one of your songs.
Exactly. But I think she takes it like as a compliment.
She does. Okay.
I actually had a friend of mine who actually wanted to use one of the songs for her wedding whenever she does get married.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah.
So I'll take that as a compliment.
That's a compliment.
I might be performing at a wedding in the future.
And then your wife at the wedding, and she knows it's all her.
Exactly.
Yeah, see, that's me. Every time you perform that album, I'll be like, I'm there.
Exactly.
So what kind of music did you grow up listening to?
I grew up listening to everything. My favorite group of all time, The Temptations.
Really?
All time. I used to get made fun of because when I was, I think, 10 years old, I had The Temptations' Greatest Hits on the CD. And I used to play it like crazy.
The kids play like, but the old, your parents and your grandpa was like, he got an old soul. That's what they say.
Exactly.
Wow. So, when did you know that you wanted to be an artist and, create and share your music?
To be honest, I didn't want to be an artist.
What?
So what I wanted to do was I wanted to just write and just be behind the scenes.
And be a songwriter.
That was what I wanted to do. What ended up happening was one day I sat down, I had a conversation with my wife one day, and she was just talking about just going through a rough time, and she just felt like there were days where she didn't want to get up out of the bed. Mm-hmm. And I'm one of those people where if I feel like I can't say anything to cheer you up or make you feel better, I take that to the chest real hard. And I remember I went to work the next day and I felt really bad because I didn't know what to say that could actually make things better. And this melody came to my head, and I remember I was working at Publix in the freezer. And this melody just came to my head, and I just started singing, and that was how Good Day came about. So that's actually,
wow.
Yeah, so it's actually my first song that I wrote.
You wrote.
And I wrote it for her. I recorded it, and it was just supposed to be for her, and then that was it. But she was like, "No, you got to share this with people." So then I sent it to her mom. Then I sent it to my mom, and then they were like, more people need to hear this, and I'm just
and then
like,
they sent it. Then now you got it. Now,
exactly.
Now you got a song on your hands. That's a great story, though. It was meant for her, but it was so powerful that it resonated with other people. And it's a good song too.
Thank you. Hey, my name is Gregory Rashton. This is my song "Good Day" featuring my friend and my good brother, Dane Caston.
Every day that we are blessed to see, what if I told you that you have the power to determine its beauty, the beauty in the big and small things, but that begins with the choice. The choice to lift up your head, the choice to let your spirit be fed, the choice to lift up your hands, even when you're on edge.
I really need a good day today. I'm gonna keep a smile on my face, like keeping these bad vibes away. I really need a good day today. I wanna have a good day today. I just wanna thank the Lord today for letting me see another day. I wanna have a good day today. It's gonna be a good day. Remaining positive in every way. It's gonna be a good day. Tell the devil that he can stay away. It's gonna be a good day. Remaining positive in every way. It's gonna be a good day. Tell the devil that he can stay away. Trying to hide my feelings behind this mask. My mama said the storm will only last for a season, for God will always see you through. And if you live by his word, he will stay true. And trying to make it every day with a straight face, walking around the world seem so out of place. Your face can express if you bless the stress, and your smile doesn't show if you happy, depressed. Yo, so have faith and don't you fear. So speak these words into the atmosphere, and God will supply all of your needs and your heart's desires. You know that he will feed. And there's a rainbow at the end of every storm, and there's no single miracle that he can't perform. He'll be your strength in the darkest days, and I just want y'all to have a good day. Good day today. I'm gonna keep a smile on my face, like keeping these bad vibes away. I really need a good day today. I wanna have a good day today. I just wanna thank the Lord today for letting me see another day. I wanna have a good day today. It's gonna be a good day. Remaining positive in every way. It's gonna be a good day. Tell the devil that he can stay away.
It's gonna be a good day. Remaining positive in every way. It's gonna be a good day. Tell the devil that he can stay away. It's gonna be a good day. Remaining positive in every way. It's gonna be a good day. Tell the devil that he can stay away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day.
So how would you describe your music?
I would say inspirational hip hop. Yeah, that's what I would call it.
Because you rap too. You don't just sing, right? Do you rap sometimes?
Yes, I do.
And what would you say is your favorite project or the project that you're most proud of?
My favorite project, I have two actually.
Okay.
I would say Mental State and the one that I wrote about me and my dad. The one about me and my dad, it tells a great story. It gets complicated in between. It starts off with him being my best friend to, us having a falling out and us not really getting along. And at the end, it kind of gets us back on track to where he's actually one of my closest friends now.
So it's true. It's a true emotion in the story. But I noticed of that about you, like all of it gets very personal. Like it's very, you talk about your own experiences. Is that intention? Is that the vibe when you create, or is it your way of getting things out?
That's always been my thing. One thing that people always say about me, I've always been kind of soft-spoken, but poetry and music, that was my way of my voice being actually heard.
So I read that Written in Black was inspired by memes and a conversation with your friends and stuff. How did that come about?
So Written in Black, it started with just like, there's a poem that I wrote called Black Boys Don't Cry. So that one was just me and some of my friends that I've grown up with. We just had a conversation about, things that we struggle with as far as mental health and just life in general. And just how we kind of grew up, like you have to keep it together, you have to be strong. So it was just like, and then also found a meme after we had that conversation, and it was showing a young man crying, and it was showing him being talked about because of the fact that he was crying.
He was sharing emotion.
He was sharing emotion. So that was where Black Boys Don't Cry came from.
Oh, but then, so Written in Black is a collection of all of that?
It's a collection of poems that I had conversations with other people and memes that I found, and then at the end you have Black Excellence, which I wrote that because it was around Black History Month. So I wanted to write something that also honored Black men who came before me. Some that we may know, and then some that we don't know.
That's cool. So like, what's your creative process? Because I feel like you live in the moment. So when things happen, or when you had this conversation with your friends, did you go right then and say, okay, I'm gonna write a collection of poems about this, or did it evolve over time and then you realize, oh wait, I got a whole album worth of material?
Usually it doesn't happen like that. Usually what ends up happening is I might go to sleep, and then I might have a dream based off of the conversation we just had.
Oh, okay,
and then
okay.
I'll wake up, and sometimes I might just, like, my wife hates this. Sometimes I might get an inspiration while I'm driving, and she's right there, and I won't say a word, because if I say a word, then I'll lose everything that's in
In
my
your
head.
brain.
And so when we get to where we are, I'll stop the car, I'll park, and then I'll start typing, and then I'll end up with an entire poem. And she's like, how did you do that? I'm like, that's why I didn't speak.
Because you still had it, and you had to write it down before you lose it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see that. Because I do that. If you get inspiration and creativity from everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
Do you like sit down and say, okay, I'm working on Written in Black, or I'm working on All Good Days, and write poems to cater it, or do they just come and then you put them together?
Sometimes I do that. Because a lot of times, and I hate it when this happens, but a lot of times I can be writing one project, and then I may get inspiration to write another one. Then I'll start writing on that one, and then I'll get another inspiration again. Then I'll start working on another one.
Then you go back to them and be like, okay, this is for that, you know.
Yeah. So eventually I'll get back to it, and so So sometimes I can't even focus on one because. Like right now, I think I have like 10 that I'm working on right now.
Okay, so what songs are you going to perform on the B-side today?
The songs I'll be performing today is Good Day and Here to Stay.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I know you talked a little bit about Good Day. Just tell us a little about that's a R&B. You're going to be or it's a spoken word.
Here to Stay is a hip hop song.
Okay.
I actually wrote that song while I was driving. Actually,
That was what, and then while you was driving.
it was a song I was writing while I was driving. So what ended up happening was I was on the phone with somebody, and they were like, "Hey, you should do a remix to Good Day." And I was like, I just put that song out not too long ago, so I'm like, I don't want to do that. So Here to Stay is kind of like I guess if I made a music video for Good Day, then Here to Stay would be like a continuation, like a.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's not a remix, but it's a continuation of that.
Yeah.
As a new song.
Exactly.
This next song I'm gonna do is called Here to Stay. It's a continuation of the song Good Day, and it's pretty much just letting you know that each day is a blessing from God, so good days are always here to stay. Let's go.
There's a blessing in each day that God gives us.
Yeah.
So when you get those days, they never go away.
Let's go. Good days are here to stay. Let me enjoy the sun rays. Good days are here to stay, and they won't go away. Good days are here to stay. Let me enjoy the sun rays. Good days are here to stay, and they won't go away. I'm moving forward with my life and I can't look back. My future's looking bright and no longer black. I found my piece of sunshine, so now I'm feeling better. Realized my bad decisions and now I'm thinking clever. So many nights in my sleep I could have felt defeat, but God woke me up and He placed my feet on solid ground and His hands began to build me up. Fill me up with His love and overflow my cup. And I know I made it this far, but only
God's grace.
there's nothing that can wipe the smile off my face, because I can stand proud and
Truly safe.
I'm not living in the past of my yesterday, and things are looking up and ain't no
Slowing down.
I found a queen for my throne when I'm ready.
For my crown.
When I wake up, I'm prayed up, I'm talking to my Father. You can't block my blessing, so don't even bother. Don't let ignorance, hate, negativity keep you from being the best you can be. Remember to rise up and rise above the hate, and put your hands in the air if you can't relate. Hey, good days are here to stay. Let me enjoy the sun rays. Good days are here to stay, and they won't go away. Good days are here to stay. Let me enjoy the sun rays. Good days are here to stay, and they won't go away. There's a blessing in each day that we're granted. A lovely flower in each seed my Father planted. Watch us all bloom in the way that He intended. See you growing your purpose in the things He gifted. Praise Him when I wake up before I go to bed. May He speak through my soul, near my spirit is led. Lead me on the right path on this faithful journey. And good days are here to stay.
For you and me.
Come on.
Good days are here to stay. Let me enjoy the sun rays. Good days are here to stay, and they won't go away. Good days are here to stay. Let me enjoy the sun rays.
Hey.
Good days are here to stay, and they
Yo.
won't go away.
Don't let ignorance hate
Negativity
keep you from being the best you.
that you can be.
Remember to rise up and
Rise above the hate.
put your hands in the air if you can relate. Don't let ignorance hate
Negativity
keep you from being the best you.
that you can be.
Remember to rise up and
Rise above the hate.
put your hands in the air if you can relate. Thank y'all so much.
So at the end of the day, how do you figure out what when you're gonna do the project though? Like, do you get to a point where, okay, I got 10 and they all relate to this topic, or is it just you just decide, okay, I'm gonna do a project, let me go through my material, see what fits?
I usually do that. I usually go through, because I always write, like, I write at least a poem or two a day.
Oh, okay.
So I'll just go through what's been written and I say, okay, these all fit this certain topic or this theme that I'm going for. So then I just choose to put those together and come up with that one project.
Which is more fun?
I would say music.
The full song music?
Yeah. Because with that, it's like, it's just interacting with people. With me, I love to interact with people. I love whether it's, I might do like a call and response, or I may pick a certain person. If I know there's a certain person out there that I'm vibing with or I'm getting energy from, I may go up to them and I might start dancing with them.
Oh, and it's all, yeah, and connecting with the audience.
Yeah.
That's important. That's important. So your music is very transparent. I mean, you talk about your struggles with depression and anxiety, and especially with the Mental State Project. I think that there were a lot of pieces in there that people can relate to. Why is that so important for you to be so, vulnerable and transparent? That's the best way I could put it.
I think it's important as an artist to be transparent and talk about what you actually go through. A lot of times artists may get songs from other writers who may just be, who may not even be writing about them. They might, sometimes writers, they write about things that they're going through, but they give this song to somebody else. But at least when I do it, I know that this is something that I go through, and then they can look at me and say, oh, this guy's going through the same thing I'm going through. But what he's choosing to do is, instead of, hurting himself or
Lashing out,
doing drugs or alcohol or anything like that, I choose to put it in my art. So that's the way that I choose to look at it.
I do too. Music for me is like my therapy. You know what I'm saying? I could write a song about a situation or something I've been through, and then I let it go with that. It kind of helps you let it go. And I think that's cool that you are comfortable with being so personal, because it resonates. I always ask artists this question: if you could record a song with any artist, past or present, who would it be?
Oh, it's easy. It's Michael Jackson. Hands
Really?
down.
Michael Jackson? Oh, okay.
Hands down. Other than the Temptations, Michael Jackson is
You can record the Temptations. Okay, so what's next for you? What you got going on now? You got some new music coming out? Are you project you're working on?
I'm working on a lot.
You say you always writing.
Yeah. Cause I actually took a break. I was going through some things. I went to therapy. So I haven't dropped anything in about I think it's been about 2 or 3 years almost. So I haven't, but I've always been writing. So
Right.
I have a lot that I'm working on. I got, I think the first project that I'm going to drop is going to be called Comeback Season.
So what is your favorite song of all time in your whole catalog?
Well, actually, the song hasn't actually been recorded yet.
What? How you know? Wait, your favorite is in the making?
I wrote it.
Okay,
I wrote
say
it.
slay that.
I wrote it, but it just hasn't been recorded yet. The reason why it's my favorite is because of the fact that where I got the inspiration from. So the name of the song is called "Killin' with a Smile." So one day my wife had me go to the grocery store and I had my headphones on and I'm just singing. I don't realize how loud I'm singing. So there's this lady and she's at the end of the aisle and she's like looking at me crazy because she's like, why is he singing so loud? And so that's how the song starts. So the song starts with when I'm walking in the store, they stare me down the whole aisle because I'm singing my songs and they say I'm too loud. So that's kind of where the song started. And then I kind of just kept going after that, but I wasn't really talking about my journey through the grocery store.
But it was a journey through life.
It was more of me just talking about the things that I went through as far as like being an artist and just growing up and how you just sometimes just gotta kill them with a smile.
So, and that's gonna be your favorite. So when you gonna record it?
I know I'm gonna record it soon. When I don't know.
Right, but okay, but it'll be coming down.
Yeah, because I actually rehearse it when I'm in the car. So whenever
I think that's gonna be your favorite because it shows where you're at. Like you said, you went through some things. Now you're back. Welcome back. You're back in the vibe. You're back making music. So if you're doing it with a smile, it makes you feel good.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see that's gonna be your fave. So when that comes out, you gotta come back and then do that song. All right. So now just give us tell us where can people find your music? Where can they go and listen to your past projects? And you gotta use that camera right there.
You can find my music at all platforms, all streaming platforms. It's going to be Gregory Rashton. That's GregoryRashton. That's on all streaming platforms. You can find all my music, all my projects.